Hi, welcome back to another Morrisons grocery bag Too Good To Go unveiling. So today I got 2 bags from my other local store. I've been avoiding this store because it tends to be a little bit lesser than my other local store and the rating is lower. So for the same money, sometimes you do get a little less, although it is hit and miss. Kind of, you can't go on this formula. Anyway, today seems to have been like a slow day for this Morrisons because there was like still 4 left at quite late in the day. So it went down to $3.29 from $4.99, and there's a new one on the app that's called Fruit and Veg Bag, which is $3.59. So I bought one of those, which is just meant to be fruit and veg. The other one's grocery, so sometimes can include bread and other random things. I also had one time I had some cans of tuna and something else in it, which was a bit random. But this one's meant to be just fruit and veg. I got to the store and she said it's the same thing, so I've paid 30p for the same thing. 30p extra, so I'll know to avoid that next time if it is in fact the same thing, but it's not supposed to be. Has anybody else encountered this fruit and veg bag? Is it just fruit and veg, or is it just the same thing? So, otherwise I could have just paid 30 pence less. Anyway, there is a little bit of weight to the bags. They're not the heaviest. These come in bags compared to the box in the other store. So I've got 2. There's looking like a lot of salads. There's not a huge amount of weight to it. So, they're double bagged. They're sometimes in a brown bag. Sometimes they're in a Morrisons bag. So this is bag number 1. Let's see what's in here. So spinach, rocket, and watercress. Oh, it's literally my least favourite thing. Leeks. I don't know, it's just that I don't mind leeks. They just they tend to get wasted sometimes. Mixed leaf salad. Let's have just a minute over there. There's a lot of greenery. Sliced greens. As you can kind of see, these I think already have had it. You can see they're kind of, look, they're all kind of slimy inside. If you had smell-o-vision, look, you can see there's a kind of foam. There should not be any foam on this. Look, this only had today's date on it, so why is it like this? I think that's going to go straight in the bin. Some mushrooms. These will be okay. And some organic oranges. I've not had any organic ones before. And some tender stem broccoli. So I think this is like my third one from this store when I'm using the formula of, you know, leftover bags later in the day. When I've used that kind of formula in my other local store, there's been quite a considerable amount of, like my other box was 24 pairs, 7 punnets of grapes, and also like 10 punnets of strawberries for 2 boxes for the same money. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 items in this one, so it is considerably less. Different stores have different weights clearly, but I've only got 7 really because these carrot batons are already fermented, so I'm not gonna wash them. Sometimes you can wash these kind of salads and stuff and they're okay, but I can see it's kind of going to be soured already. So I'm going to get rid of those. So it's a lot of greenery. It's not the magic. Also called a chair. I should get some casters for this chair and I could just scrape it along. Could this bag be exactly the same? I hope it isn't exactly the same, but watercress. It may just be salad. No, slightly different. These aren't organic. These are easy peelers. Wow, look at the size of this. Classic crunchy salad. I think I've ever had this before. It is mostly iceberg though. Interesting. Sliced greens. some variation. More broccoli. Yeah, it seems, I don't think you can see that it's a kind of foam. This is, and some, oh, do lots of oranges. Yeah, it's more or less the same, bar there's an extra pack of oranges in here, so there's an extra pack of easy peelers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and again roughly seven items. It's surprising how vastly different two different Morrisons can be in terms of what they had. When I first started getting these bags from this shop, from this store, you got a bag of bread sort of items, and then you had a bag of grocery stuff like greens, and it used to be so full. Then they started doing a bakery bag, so they got rid of that bag. And I think gradually it's just been going down, the quantity in that store particularly. I haven't got it for a while now. So I think I will just stick to my other local. Because it's still good value for the money. So it was £3.29 for the first bag, £3.59 for the second bag, which was supposed to be just fruit and veg. They're both just fruit and veg, so I could have saved 30p. So still we've got things we can use. 2 bags of carrots are already right away no good. So that's a little bit disappointing. And when you're trying to buy these to plan for meals for the next... I usually buy them with a 2-week window in mind to use the stuff. And then get another 2 depending on what's in it. Some in the past have just been fruit, mostly. So they're just kind of eaten as is, or I do desserts with them. I do still have some apples and some oranges and some little jam and some onions and chives still left from before, which I can use to prolong the life of my other bag when I do my overall Too Good To Go cookbook, kind of what I've made. This isn't going to help so much with dinners because it's mostly salad. The greens probably we can go towards something, maybe like a bubble and squeak. If anyone else is watching from abroad and doesn't know what bubble and squeak is, it's basically cabbage and mashed potato which are mixed together, and it almost like you can fry it into a patty. Some people just make it fry it, and sometimes it has onion in it, so it's just like a hearty dish. The leeks, I always struggle with leeks. I made a chicken and leek pie, but they kind of sometimes do get wasted. Broccoli can go with something. Mushrooms can go with something. The salad again, to find something to have with a salad. So I think I'll stick to my local for the foreseeable. Because like I said, it's great, good value, but thinking of what you can get much more. I know it's always a gamble on what you're going to get, and that's 50% for surprise, 50% disappointment. No, you could have got more for the same money. That is kind of frustrating, even when you don't know what it is you would have got. But there wasn't any left locally. Sometimes when there's just one left and you're thinking, I just wanted 2, why couldn't there be another one left? And you just hold out a little bit longer for it just to go down, and then someone buys it because, you know, anyone can buy it anytime. So maybe if there's 2, sometimes you have to kind of... $3.99 is the second price before it drops to $3.29. So it's a gamble. It wasn't a waste because I went into the co-op and I got some yellow sticker stuff. I was all there by myself. All of a sudden someone comes along, stands right next to me, and because it's like a sliding door, I don't know, comment. If you're a yellow sticker shopper, does this happen to you as well? I'll look at the reduced stuff, I'll see what I want, and I'll walk away. I'm not the kind of person that will block the aisle so other people can't look. You know, or stretch my arms across the other side so you're in other people's way. This guy was doing this, he was stretching his arms across, a bit like an octopus. And I was trying to look at the other side, and the sliding door, so he slid it across so I couldn't open the door. And then I opened the door while he was still standing there, so I went away, looked at something else, and he was standing looking at the reduced bread. Then I came back, and then someone else came and stood next to me, and someone was behind me. So I just got what I needed to, and I just left. So, you just look and look at your stuff. They weren't reducing it anymore. It was done for the day. So just take what you want and leave. You don't have to block someone else from looking. If you're a yellow sticker shopper, comment. Has this happened to you? I've had many encounters like that. The stories and the way people act when those things come out. I've so many stories like that. If you've got a story like that, share it in the comments. Anyway, thanks for watching this video. Check out all the other videos in the food waste playlist. And I have mostly Morrisons ones because that's the ones I get the most. Trying to branch out to get some more different ones. I've got an Aldi one, I've got a couple of Starbucks ones, I've got a Pret one. And there's some Lidl waste boxes, some Sainsbury's waste boxes as well. And subscribe if you want to join me on this journey. My delight, my disappointment, what I do with everything else that I make from the bags. You can check that on my Insta as well. So every time I release these videos on Thursdays and Sundays, I will put a link to my Insta, and I can do like a little slideshow cookbook of what I've been able to do with the boxes. If there's enough kind of stuff to do stuff with. If it's just fruit, I'll just be eating it. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.